What's up, guys? Keith here with my first ever YouTube video. This is the front nine of a practice round that I filmed for an upcoming tournament out at West 6 Farm. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments down below if you like it and if you'd like to see more of this. And of course, like, subscribe, all the things. So yeah, enjoy the video. I've got an upcoming tournament called March Mad Disc run by Bang a Chain. It's out here in Frankfort, Kentucky. We're going to be playing two courses, West 6 Farm and East Frankfort Park. West 6 is definitely going to be the tougher of the two. A lot more score separation opportunity. East Frankfort, more of a birdie or die kind of course. So I definitely want to come out here and get a solid game plan, know what I'm throwing off the tee, know what shots I'm comfortable with. Because there's a lot more potential to jump spots out here. Let's get right into it. Hole 1 out here is a par 3 downhill 401 feet. You've got this gap to hit right off the tee. It's not too tight of a gap, but it does take away like a big hyzer. Right now we've got a little bit of a tailwind, and it plays pretty significantly downhill. I'm probably going to be going anywhere from a fairway to a mid. We're going to try my Dark Horse Glow Meteor. Like I said, there is a bit of a tail, so I'm going to throw it pretty flat and just kind of right at the basket. First throw out of the car, I overturned it. Good tree. That's still edge of circle 2 maybe. 4-claw, super flippy buzz. We're gonna hyzer flip this one. Maybe too much hyzer. Yeah, definitely too much hyzer. That's down there though. Champions Cup buzz. Flat. I need a little bit more flip than that. That's putting though. That is putting. Up to the fairways. Try some cicadas, some Athenas. Starting off, ESP cicada. This one's a little bit more stable than my other. Oh, that's great. It's turning a little bit too much. Ah, dang. I think that was going to go long, actually. This one's a little flippier, so a little bit more hyzer. I liked the height and everything else. Ah, still overturned. Wow. Tailwind is not being very tailwindy. Big Z Athena. Oh, that's money. That's got to be in the basket, right? Drop. Wow, right over the top. That's probably going to be the play. Proto Athena. Really liked that. That's a great shot. All right, probably going Athena there. The thing about this hole is, I forgot to mention, but this whole right side has a creek and a flagged OB the entire way. And this left side is completely safe. Obviously, if you get stuck up there, it's not great. You're putting downhill back at OB. But a lot of times, like what happened with this Proto Athena, is you'll hit that hillside and then filter down toward the basket. So that's probably going to be the play. Hole 2, 260. You're basically shooting right up this tunnel. Slight fade off to the left, but really a good shot is just going to pump dead straight down there. It's only 260. a slight downhill, so going past it is definitely possible. Obviously, we got a big slope to the left, heavy trees right and left. And if you make it all the way down to the creek, that was on hole 1, which is a ways, but it's possible. That is OB. So we're going to be throwing some putters here. UV Glow Luna is my dead straight boy. I'll put it on baby hyzer. And throw it way inside. All right, we kicked back out. Probably a long look. 6 claw. Flat. Flat and right at the tree. Dang. That stinks. We're in a, just for grins and gigs, a jawbreaker zone. Slightly better line. How about I get freaky? I actually kind of like that. I think that's a little bit long, but it's not bad. We're going to try the putting putters. Why not? Gentle hyzer. Wow, that's actually beautiful. That is actually parked. Dang. Let's try it again. All right, we might be throwing a putting putter on this hole because those were so smooth, so good. Yep, so there's the basket down here. Here's the tee. And as you can maybe see down here, both the CT Lunas are parked and so is the Get Freaky zone. But the Glow UV zone or Glow UV Luna, still a putt. So we're gonna see if we can't cash that one in. I gotta go grab the putting putters. Straddled jumper, stepper. Too much Annie. Down. Dang. Okay. Well. Dang. That's okay. That's hole 2. Hole 3, another par 3, 310. We're out in the open now. Basket's just right out there. This one's a big hyzer, forehand or backhand. A lot of people like to go forehand because it takes the big pine tree out of play. But I'm probably just gonna go with a cap wrap and try and fade it in front and make a putt. So let's do it. Wow, it's a lot farther than it looks. All right, let's try that again. And throw my straighter one and throw it a little harder. Oh gosh, that's no good. Get behind it. Right in it. That's a bad shot. Let's try and spike an onyx in there. Still short. That's a putt. Athena. I like that height better. Still short. Let's throw a forehand at it. Forehand Athena. Don't do this a lot. And that's why. So inside. So short. What about a backhand turnover mid? I think this is longer than 310. This tee pad's not great for this shot. Two turned. I don't hate that though. Don't hate that at all. Still two turned. Same play. Cicada, though. Actually, no, I'm going to go backhand like straight. But I'm just going to extreme hyzer. Let it float and push. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it. I'm way more comfortable with that shot. All right, so it's a cicada here. Get over! Dang it, it turned into tail. You know, that's not the best, but it's not terrible. Can we get a quake there? Oh, I think so. No, but short. Oh, not by much. Not by much. Can we get a... I'm not sure that I learned a ton on this hole, but we definitely played it. All right, so here you get a much better view of how that tree is in front of the basket. So hyzering it in, you have to kind of cut in front. Somehow, my best throw ended up being that quake. Not sure what that means. I still like the cicada play with this stable one. I mean, this putt is just fine. So that's probably going to be the play. I'm going to interrupt the video real quick to talk about my personal sponsor, Bang & Chain. Check them out at bangandchain.com. We're a local retailer in Lexington, Kentucky. They keep it stocked with all of the major brands. Got a lot of really good stuff in right now. They do pre-orders for all kinds of stuff. They did a pre-order for the cap wrap, pre-order for the Kratos, the Envy, and Pixel that just came out. They did pre-orders, so definitely go check them out. If you're shopping online, please use my promo code CHIEF for 10% off. I do receive a kickback of that, so that helps support me as well as support a local business. So yeah, check them out. All right, it's getting hot. The jacket's coming off. We're gonna have to figure out how to situate this mic. Hole 4, par 3, 382, playing like 576. Not really, but it is very, very tricky. Uphill, a lot of uphill, no OB, but it does tail off to the left. It is all the way up at the top of that tree line. Thick, heavy trees to the right. Less thick trees, but a lot easier to get into, hard to get out on the left. And then you will see up at the green, it's open except for some really wide, really thick pine trees that if you get deep in there, there's no coming out. So this is going to be a big separator, potentially. I would love a birdie here, but a par is going to be just fine, I think. Tailwind, slight left to right. No idea what I'm going to throw. That's what practice rounds are for, right? I don't think I can get a cicada there, but I just want to see the line. So we're going to go cicada. Maybe I can get it there. The uphill is just, I don't know if I can get it the height it needs. Oh, it's too turned. Way too turned. Yeah, we can maybe 3 from there, but that's really tough. I'm going to have to go driver. Let's go stable crank. Oh, too far left. Oh, it almost kicked me out to the fairway. Force. Couple forces. Let's go stable first. It's not stable enough. Okay, it dropped down. It's no good though. This gap is really tough to hit. All right, another couple cranks. too much turn again. If I can get that flight, but start it out to the left a little bit more. All right, this one's super flippy, so I gotta hyzer this one like crazy. Oh, it's not that flippy. I don't hate that though. The problem is every time I try and throw hard, I rip over on it too much. I'm gonna try just the safe play, try and get something to the middle of the fairway. How far can we get a mid up there? Can I get a mid just to the middle of the fairway? That wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Lower. Better. Probably my best shot. That's a fantastic shot. That might be the play.
All right, so the audio from this next clip was a little bit funky because the mic was pointed toward my chest and it was getting muffled. So I'm just going to kind of explain what I'm pointing out here. This disc that I'm standing by right here ended up being that dead straight meteor. That was the safe play. And as I'm getting up here, I'm realizing that this is actually kind of a look for a 2. I mean, it's pretty far out. Like, this is outside all circles. However, I could definitely see myself recreating this shot. And I also noticed that I fell into kind of the trap of this hole that you think that you need to finish left, when really, if I just push dead straight, I can give myself a look. So where I'm pointing right now, I'm standing and pointing straight back at the tee, and then I'll walk in a straight line here. If I just pushed a shot dead straight with maybe a Cicada or an Athena, I'm showing about how I could just push dead straight and land up here in the circle and not worry about finishing off to the left. And naturally, I would get a little bit of fade. So where I'm standing now is most likely where an ideal shot could land for a look at a 2. And also, as you can see up here, what I was talking about with these big trees that are danger, these trees that I'm walking to right now, definitely want to stay out of those. But I think the safe play with the mid might work out. Let's see if we can cash in a putt.
This is a long, big jump putt range. Oh, that was a great run. A little bit of Annie. Too much Annie. All right. As you can tell, the course is really starting to show its teeth now. We have made it to hole 5. We're starting to get into thick woods now. Par 3, 275. OB, there's a rock wall. This tree line on the right side, there's a little rock wall that lines that. It is OB. If you go over that the entire way pretty much, the fairway kind of lines up this way, but the basket really, let me see if I can zoom in for you, is right there. You can see it back there. What I found last time is if I just avoid OB, it's only 275. Like, I can get down there. So I think that I went Quake and just pumped it with the finish to the left. So let's try it. It's really wide. Dang it. Okay. I don't hate that line though. I'm gonna go stable buzz. I'm just trying not to go so wide. That's it right there. That's it right there. That's a great shot. And if we're not confident in that, we can always disc up to a cap wrap that we know is going to finish left. I'll be curious to see where that ends up. I think that's going to be just fine though. And then straight cap wrap. Maybe a little too straight, It's hard to tell. And then, dang, I shouldn't have thrown both of those, because I'd like to see a little forehand flex. Let's try the Onyx here. Too stable. Let's try zone, maybe? That's not bad at all. Jawbreaker zone. Throw this one more flat and just see if it'll flip up. Oh, I threw too high. Oh. Zanger, newly approved. Zone GT. Might be really great. We're up here. There's the Get Freaky zone. There's the cap wrap. There's the basket, by the way. So this is just outside circle. This is Zanger. Straight cap wrap, just barely stayed in bounds. And I have yet to see the buzz, but I know that it had to have gotten further. Oh, there it is, parked. Yeah, so here's looking back at the tee. Yeah, I really would love to feel confident enough to throw that buzz. So we'll just have to see. Hole 6, par 3, 236. This one, I don't really love this hole. This is a bit of a gimmick hole. It's just a hard dog leg left. I'm going to be throwing a zone OS. And I think that's going to be just fine. I'm going to try a couple others just so that we can see. Here's the Zanger. I think that's great. Get Freaky. I think that's also great, because it's just a hyzer. Kind of a boring hole, in my opinion. Now, does that mean that I two it every single time? Absolutely not. Does that mean I'm going to two it in the tournament? Maybe not. All right, here we are, going up to the hole, and what do you know? All three of them are right here. Zone GT actually ended up being the best shot. Oh yeah, that's probably what's going to happen on Saturday. Hole 7, probably the scariest hole out here. The camera absolutely does not do it justice. It's 285. There's no OB, but it is severely downhill. There's the basket way down there. I'm going to be going Luna up the right hand gap. There's two ways to play. You can go forehand down this gap, backhand down that gap. The backhand, I think, has more potential to actually get there. The forehand is tough. The forehand is an easier gap to hit initially, but there's more things you got to get lucky past once you make the gap. So really, I'm just trying to hit this gap, and whatever happens after is extra. That is all I need. That's fine. That's a 3 probably, but that's fine. I would like to try with a putting putter, see if I can get just a little bit of turn. Oh, too much turn. That's not bad though. I'm going to consider that. And now let's try the forehand gap, jawbreaker zone. Once again, that's probably a 3. It's fine. Here's the Get Freaky. That's what I'm afraid of. That got some really lucky tree action. Let's try a couple more backhands. Here's the 6-claw Luna. I'm 3 for 3 on the gap. That thing is down there. Really weird reaction on the ground, but dang. All right, so this is where the Glow UV Luna landed. Basket is still up there somewhere. There it is. This is most likely where I'll be landing. And I really just think that it's just a little forehand, just chip, get to a putt, and take a 3 if I end up here. I got really lucky with this Get Freaky zone. It was heading off into all this madness, but got a tree direction and put me just outside the circle. So that was sick. And then somehow, this 6-claw Luna, which typically is my more stable one, made it all the way down here past the basket. So that's kind of crazy. This will be a heck of a putt. Uphill, outside the circle. Oh gosh, short. Give it some. Oh, not that much. Bang. I guess I didn't need to jump. All right, here's hole 8. 236, no OB, par 3. Downhill, basket is tucked down to the left. Tons of trees to kick. I like this hole. I think we're just gonna go standard, get freaky, and just get left. Don't have to throw it hard. Yep, that's down there, that's putting. Let's try the GT, zone GT. That one's well short. Jawbreaker. Smack. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I went in. Ooh, that's right under the basket. There's the zone. All right, hole 9. We're at the halfway point here with a really difficult one. We are going... I don't really know how I'm going to get there. But there's 2 different fairways you can kind of take. The basket is straight down there, tucked a little bit to the right. I mean, it's pretty much dead straight. It's like maybe a couple feet to the right. It's not like it hooks one direction or the other. But if you've got like a buttery smooth flip up, hyzer flip forehand, you can hit this left side. Also, if you got something like super flippy, you can hyzer flip to turn down that side. You can just kind of go right at it and hope to get lucky. And then there's also, it opens up a little bit. If you go right initially, it opens up down to the right side. If you got something stable enough that'll come back. I am gonna try a cicada. We got a left to right wind. Don't have to throw it very hard. So I'm gonna try the ESP cicada on a slight hyzer flip and see if I can't get it on that right side and then come back.
Prank him, John.
Or alternatively, I'll shank it right into first available. It really opens up over there. That's where you want to be, off the tee. All right, let's try it again. I didn't throw that hard enough, but that's going to be pin high. I don't totally hate that. I'm going to pick up that other cicada. It's too high and too stable. Acina. Man, I'm just not getting anything to turn. I'm going to go Athena again. I'm going to try and force this one a little bit. Too much. I'm not good at that shot. This hole is so tough. Force over cap wrap. Oh, I like that actually. I like that a lot. Good shot down. I think that's right by the basket. A little bit short, but another force over cap wrap, even more forced. Ah. That's actually still pretty good. I'm gonna try the forehand with my flippiest crank. That was going way right anyway. I didn't absolutely hate it. Let's throw everything in my entire bag. Short. Oh my God, and it skipped to oblivion. But that's kind of the line. I need to push straighter. All right, let me be this forehand guy, I guess. Crank. Same line. Not the same line. I don't know what to think of this. Dude, I mean, I just miss everything when I throw forehand. I might be throwing a forehand on this hole. All right, so that force over cap wrap that I thought was so good is still very far away. But we're going to try and sink this putt. I would not be running this in a tournament, but no way, dude. That was so good. Well, I was looking around for like the last 10 minutes for this cap wrap that skimmed off a tree and is parked. So I'm either going forehand or the super flex backhand. We'll see. All right, guys, that is the front nine. Thanks so much. If you stuck all the way through, I really appreciate that. Make sure to comment down below your thoughts, suggestions, comments, anything really. And of course, like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of any upcoming videos. And check me out on socials. I'm on Instagram and TikTok at K_WilsonJr_DG. And I'm on Twitch at KWJ_DG, where I occasionally do live streams of video games, Disc Golf Valley, but I also do form reviews. I'm thinking of maybe doing some co-streams of the Pro Tour, all kinds of different content. It's a fun time. Definitely go check it out. I'd really appreciate it. And of course, check out bangitchain.com. Use the promo code CHIEF for 10% off your entire order. I do receive a kickback of that, so that helps support me. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Back 9 is coming soon, so stay tuned. See you guys.
Like this, yeah, and you know we don't miss, yeah, like swish, yeah, you see the flick of my wrist,